Alrighty, so today I got a very impromptu video because I just got something delivered to my door that I thought wasn't coming till like November. And that is the 2025 reissue of Luke's X-Wing from the Vintage Collection. This is the first of the X-Wing mold that I've actually ever owned. I actually picked this guy up a few months ago just in anticipation for this. And yeah, I just haven't really seen that many videos on anyone unboxing it and going through it. So I just figured may as well shoot a video. Live, or not live, but like just going through everything that's in there. Because I've always wondered, not seeing it on the box, but I've always been curious if it actually included the yellow ladder that was seen in the movie. Not seeing it in any of the promo shots, so I'm gonna guess no. Maybe that was just the one Toys R Us exclusive. Anyway, you can see, no, you can't see. Sides of the box shows the, I believe it's the proton torpedo that it shoots to get to the exhaust port in the Death Star. You can see the S-foils open and close. Like the photography on the front to kind of recreate, you know, Luke coming back after blowing up the Death Star. On this side, you can see, he can fit in the cockpit. We got our front landing gear. At the top, we got the same photo that's on the front of the box. We got our Star Wars logo with the Hildebrandt logo. On the bottom, you got all your legalese and barcodes and whatnot. And in typical Vintage Collection fashion for big vehicles, the back looks exactly the same as the front, except you actually got the Vintage Collection logo on the back. As it says on the front, it says figures not included, so good thing I went and picked up everything I needed beforehand. Now let's crack this baby open. No idea what to expect here, other than the fact that from the videos that I have seen showing the fully assembled toy, I know that the S-foils like to droop or not open all the way, so should be interesting to see that. But other than that, I don't know how this goes together or if there's any stickers or anything that needs to be applied. Let's open it and find out. Alrighty, gonna try to keep this on camera as best as I can without knocking anything over. Alrighty, there we have the ship. And it almost fell out. Our little instruction sheet. Does not look like it comes with the ladder. Oh, there's the warning paper. So I've been told this is pretty much what the vintage Kenner instructions used to look like. I wouldn't know. I was only born in '96, so that was a little bit before my time. Now we got the assembly instructions, how to open the landing gear, switch open the proton torpedo. Pretty sure it's proton torpedo. That's what they called it in Rogue Squadron. It's the only reason I know what half the things on the X-Wing are supposed to be. Anyway, yeah, it just shows the assembly, how to open and lock the S-foils. The targeting computer folds out. You can pop the control panel out to easily get a figure in there. Neat. Let's see. Probably gonna have... Is this taped in here? Yes, it is. Let's see if I can pop this. Oh, there's the wingtip guns. Nothing else in here. That's just packaging. bumping the camera. See if I can angle this slightly down. So let's lift this up and pull out the main body of the ship. Set this off to the back here for now. That's taped in. We got our 4 lasers. Are these even lasers? Are these even fire? I can't remember. Anyway, pretty sure they do, because in the bottom, that's the proton torpedo, so these have to be the... whatever, I'm just rambling now. We have taped at the bottom here the wings for the S-foils. So let's just cut this open. Where else is this taped in? Or it should just slide out like that. These off to the side. And this should pop out. And there is our nose cone. And our missile and targeting computers in there too. That's that. Cap on the knife. This out, and I believe that's everything there. It's just nice environment unfriendly paper bag. There's our proton torpedo. Get these wings opened up. One set. Two set. I wonder, are these labeled so that I know which side they go on? Figure that out in a moment. Get these lasers or wingtips, whatever. Let's just go with lasers. These out of their bag. Now, just take these coverings off the engine. Now, most professional YouTubers would have cut away and edited out all this BS, but I am nothing if not unprofessional. Alrighty, so there we got the main body of the ship. So I'm a little bummed that it doesn't come with that ladder, because that's... I remember seeing that in pictures for the Toys R Us exclusive. I think that was Wedge's X-Wing. So I thought that just came with all of them, but let's get this cockpit open. And break it. It's just on 2 friction hinges. So they'll just pop right back in. Let's get the targeting computer in there. It should go in all the way to the back, should it not? Unless it goes this way. Oh. Hang on, that doesn't seem right. Okay. Let me just double check the instructions here. Okay, Okay, so that folds out like that, so it can go in front of the head. And yeah, it's the only way it really can fold away, is just like that. At least as far as I can tell. The instructions say it like it's already in there when you get the damn thing, so. Weird. Alright, we're just gonna assume that that's the way she goes for now. Let's get the nose cone on here. There. Stretch. Alrighty. Let me see if these wings have a left side or a right side on them. Does not look like it. Thought there was a letter on there for a second. That was not it. So let's look at the box here real quick. Or are these? Okay. So the molded detail looks to be the exact same, but on the box here, you can see, you can almost see, it's a little hard to tell, you got that little gray paint on the top of the wing there. The molded detail is the same, but it's missing that paint on this side, so it tells me this has to be that side. I'm sure it doesn't really matter, but at the end of the day, I want it to look like it should. And if I ever found out that I did it wrong, it'll just bug the crap out of me. Feels like these wings come out easy enough, though. I'm not gonna try, but what was it? Bump the camera. Not sure if these are supposed to be one-time assemblies or if they're made to come out in case of error. And according to the instructions, the guns, lasers, don't have a specific order that they go on. But again, pretty sure there's supposed to be a specific order. Just referencing the box art again. Does this have the same? Okay. I don't know if these snap on or if they just sit there. Oh, okay, there's a slight snap to it. And this guy goes on the underside. Just make sure I'm getting this. Is this supposed to go on this side? I guess it's going there. And last but not least, Okay. Almost there. Camera back a little bit so I can show this part. This just rotates. There's our launcher. Just goes in there. There is a clear button on the bottom here that will launch it. And even with the missile in there, it'll still rotate and fold away. Very nice. Alrighty. So we got our landing gear here. One folds down, this one folds down. Nice. They don't like lock into place, but there's a little, like, no other word to describe it, like a foop. And then just on the nose, there's another one that's off camera. That one is a more soft thump into place. And there we go. There's our 2025 reissue of Luke's X-Wing, all assembled. I was not expecting this thing to be so massive, but after getting the Razor Crest and messing around with the N1 and even the E-Wing that just came out, I should have known better. Anyway, let's go and see if I can put Pilot Luke into the X-Wing. It's one thing I don't like about this figure is it's got the old style hips that I really do not care for at all. I'm so glad they switched to modern barbell hips, because I just can't get these to work half the time. But there we go. Man, this thing really likes to stay tabbed in. There we go. It's just like the instruction said. This should... Oh, there goes the landing gear. Should untab. There we go. It's tied to a little string. Let's see if we can get Luke in there. Make it look like he's piloting the thing. So he sits in there all right. See if I can get his hand on the joystick here. Not gonna fiddle with this forever, but give it a good college try. There we go. There. I'm gonna leave the targeting computer there because Luke doesn't need that. He's got the Force. Alrighty. I think that looks pretty good. There's one thing we're missing. That's R2. So I got two different R2s here. I forget which VC number they are, but I got this one. It's got the middle leg that folds up and that reveals the sensor scope on them. Not a huge fan of this R2 because with the leg out and the sensor scope in, can't turn his head. And then this middle panel, it's cool that he's got that this opens and then he's got the little arm in there, but does not like to stay closed at all. And I don't even know if any of that was in focus. I'm a professional, or I'm anything but professional. I even said that earlier. So this R2 I really rather prefer. It's based off the Build-A-Droid mold, from what I heard. So instead of folding up inside the middle, the strut just pops right out. You can just completely disassemble him because he used to. I'm not sure if R2 himself came in a Build-A-Droid, like a Build-A-Figure system, but I know there was like a lot of Astromechs that were packaged like that in the I think it was the Legacy collection. Yeah, R5 was definitely one of them, and then they even had it for Protocol droids and HK from Knights of the Old Republic. Anyway, we'll see how this guy fits in here. Should just drop right in, even with the middle leg. I don't know why I expected. That works great. I really would have liked it if there was kind of like with the newly released E-Wing. There was like a little cover, just hit the shoulders in here, because in the movie it was just, or in all the movies, you didn't see his shoulders or anything. If I remember correctly, it was just his head sticking up. Because I know at least in, I can't remember if in episode 4 or not, if they loaded the Astromechs from the top. Because whenever I think about loading Astromechs into starships, I think of Phantom Menace when R2 went in through the bottom of the Naboo starfighter. Anyway, I'm rambling. There is... Take R2 out of here for a second because I'm about to flip this up like this. There is a compartment on the bottom here that just folds down. I believe... Oh, it looks like there's a little hinge or something in there. I don't think this opens anymore. Maybe it's just how the part's assembled. Anyway, I believe... Oh, okay. In Empire Strikes Back, when Luke's on Dagobah, I think he's messing around underneath the X-Wing, and that's what this is supposed to represent. It's good accessory storage for when you have Luke in the cockpit and you don't want his pistol just lying around, or his little blaster pistol. There we go. Now we can stick R2 back in. Actually, we use the sensor scope R2, see if he fits. He should. There we go. Yeah, okay, so they both fit just fine. I should have known because the Antok Merrick X-Wing is the exact... I've heard it's the exact same mold as this, and the only time they released his Astromech, it was a redeco of this, the sensor scope R2. One last thing to check out before I finish this up. So we got the lever on the back here. Just supposed to just back. Supposed to open and lock in the S-foils. Lock S-foils in attack position. Let's see how she goes. I was going to say it looks alright. However, seems the one side... Maybe I'm going crazy. Hang on. Closed. It looked okay. Hit the landing gear up. Maybe that's messing with it somehow. 1 second. But it looked like the one side was opening up more than the other. So the wings were kind of lopsided. Let's try this again. Get this straight. Down and over. Lock it in. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming across on camera. This side isn't deploying as much as this side is. Maybe that's something that I can crack it open and figure out. But that's a shame. I know Only One Kenobi on YouTube. I like how he has his displayed where he's got the S-foils deployed, but he's jammed like a bracket or something in there, so the ship is displayed like it's actually flying. I may look into something like that. But yeah, that's really noticeable from the front. The one side's a little lopsided. It's like he's flying drunk or something. Oh well. So, this is supposed to be a quick video. Just going over... Oh yeah, there's Shinhati and Balin Skull. They just arrived today via Amazon. But this was supposed to be just a quick overview and unboxing of this vehicle. And it looks like I've gone over 25 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Probably not even going to bother editing this, to be perfectly honest. Just for a real first impressions kind of deal. And yeah. Hopefully I can do another video like this on Darth Vader's advanced TIE Fighter. Now that they've announced that and I've got it pre-ordered. Maybe I'll do another one of those, or see how she goes. Anyway, yeah. I don't know how to end this. Goodbye. Happy Canada Day if you celebrate, because that is what today is. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.